Yes. You see this? You see that? You see this wild thing right here? Yeah, she's crazy. And hello, everybody. I know it's been a minute. I know the January wrap-up is not yet up, but it is coming out on Monday, so there is no need to fret about that. Some may not know, because this is not actually going to get posted on said birthday, but I've had my birthday, and I figured I would do a mini book haul with you, and I bet you my partner, even though begrudgingly letting me film this video because he wants to spend time with me on said birthday, not that we've spent all day together, is there even enough water in there?
I don't know, but you asked for water, so I bring water.
Water. You don't want to poke in?
My hair's a mess.
I'm a mess.
You're a hot mess.
I'm a...
Hello. Tell her happy birthday.
Anywho's. Now that we can kind of see, actually, it's bad when you can see better with your reading glasses on than with no glasses at all. So, insurance is on the way. Glasses will be on said way.
Yeah, that's your thing. You got it.
You like reading.
I do like reading. Wow. Dear Jesus.
I just gulped the biggest thing of air ever.
You guys have a wonderful night. Enjoy.
I'm a fucking wreck.
Love you.
I love you too.
But you're my fucking wreck.
Hey! Okay. Anywho. I definitely did not get away with a small haul. Told myself I would very much be tame and limit said self. But well, yeah, I did not do such things. So, we're gonna kind of go over what happened. I was also gifted a set of books that I was gonna also purchase that I placed on hold at work. So, yeah. I was very excited because that thing, even with my discount, would have been like expensive. And I still don't know how we've had this because it's been out of print for like a solid year and a half at this point. At least since the Sarah J. Maas covers changed, these also changed at the same time. I don't actually know if they're the same publisher though. I should probably actually look into that. But I shopped at two places. The first place I told myself, I'll find a used book and I'll buy it, but then they had the two for a series that I know that I had one of. So I got the other two there. And then vice versa, because they're kind of like a used bookstore, but not. And their books are always like typically like super, super affordable. In comparison, like what I'm used to paying when I was reading before coming back, obviously, when you guys had me in 2019, which was more writing than reading content, which we'll slowly get back into writing, because I have a cheerleader who wants me to start writing again, too. So. My throat's still irritated from choking on literal air. So there is that. So we're going to start with finding that third book in the trilogy, so I can just show you guys the trilogy. And I've been wanting to read these for a hot minute. I do not remember when these released. I remember seeing them, hearing that they're like Harry Potter, and I read Harry Potter, I think, back in high school. And I never reread them. I don't think I really had the interest to reread them. I mean, the only thing I liked was that they were better than the obvious, like, movies. But, as we are aware, most of the time that is the case. And where is the receipt? I just saw it poking out of here. There it is. Alright. And those trilogy would be The Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. And just for a little bit, if you haven't heard of it, I will read the review on the back, and then, like, the quote from the book, but I'm actually going to read the 2 reviews that came from 2 authors that I actually very much like and respect, which is Kathleen Arden, who wrote the Winternight trilogy, so Bear and the Nightingale, which we all know I had a rough relationship with the first book, but I ended up liking it, and the second and the third one a lot. And Holly Black. I love the Cruel Prince trilogy. Did not like the Book of Night, but I love the Cruel Prince trilogy. And theirs is, the Scholomance is a dark school of magic I've been waiting for, and its wise, witty, and monstrous heroine is one I'd happily follow anywhere, even into a school full of monsters, which is Catherine Arden. Novik deliciously undoes expectations about magic schools, destined heroes, and family legacies in this gorgeous book about monsters and monstrousness. Chock-a-block with action, cleverness, and wit. I have never seen it written out like that, so it threw me off for a second. And then the actual back says, I decided that Orion Lake needed to die after the second time he saved my life. Everyone loves Orion Lake. Everyone else, that is. Far as I'm concerned, he can keep his flashy combat magic to himself. I'm not joining his pack of adoring fans. I don't need help surviving the Scholomance, even if they do. Forget the hordes of monsters and cursed artifacts. I'm probably the most dangerous thing in the place. Just give me a chance and I'll level mountains and kill untold millions. Make myself the Dark Queen of the world. At least, that's what the world expects. Most of the other students in here would be delighted if Orion killed me, like one more evil thing that's crawled out of the drains. Sometimes I think they want me to turn into the evil witch they assume I am. The school certainly does, but the Scholomance isn't getting what it wants from me, and neither is Orion Lake. I may not be anyone's idea of the shining hero, but I'm not going to make it out of this place alive, and I'm not going to slaughter thousands to do it either, although I'm giving serious consideration to just one. It's basically magic school, dark, adult, wizard school trilogy. Whole thing. I might be putting down like everything else just to read these, so, because that's how bad I've wanted to read them for a while. And they're not big. They're very one-sitting style books. They're like 300 pages in a little bit, and then you have like a whole picture of the Scholomance school. So, these I'm probably the most excited about. So, trilogy, and my dog's kind of wandering around. Casey's shaking his head because I sound half enthused, half dead tired right now. Alright. Next set that I am probably most excited about, though I have read them, is the first editions that I was talking about that my coworkers bought me, and that's the Shades of Magic trilogy, but the original covers, and I am not opening these until I get my bookcase where I can actually show them off, and they can be all nice and pretty with my other ones. Because I do like the new covers more, but these are like original print, beautiful, pristine covers, and I just about died when I saw them in October, but I didn't get them. I don't know why I didn't get them, and then they were still there, and I'm like, I'm putting these on hold, and I'm buying them, and then they bought them for me. So, thank you guys. I very much appreciate it. I looked at you guys, and I was like, aw, thank you. So, whole box set. And I'm pretty sure it has a bonus. I have a bonus map, probably, of the actual Londons, which I'm actually pretty excited about, because when I do get a library, like, area, I am totally going to put that up. I also have a signed poster that I want to put up, so I am psyched about that. I'm still dying!
Sounds about right. Stop blowing air.
Ha! Third was His Coming highly recommended from my coworker. So I got it while it's still in first edition print, which is Gothicana by Runix. I think that's the author's name. Is Runix, which is a dark romance. Which I'm not the biggest person of dark romance. I am literally reading my first dark romance right now with Casey, which has been interesting because it's like one of us is like, yep, we're done. we're not reading this right now. And then the other one's like, okay, I'm still reading. And that's how it goes. But I just like, it's like purple and sprayed. And it is a really pretty cover. I will give it that. But yeah, this sounds, I don't know if it's for me yet. So we will be reading it. It says, Bad Devrel, the silver-eyed devil of Varamore, the dark god who played it like it was both a blessing and its curse. Her multifaceted and enigmatic one-time lover who knew the secrets of her soul. He'd found her. I'm probably gonna die a little bit reading this. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm probably just gonna cringe every 5 seconds. So if we want a video of me cringing to dark romance books, I'll do it. I will. As long as they keep me entertained, I will do it. I'm gonna regret saying that. I know I'm gonna regret saying that, but I will do it. I will. I hear you laughing at me! So long as I'm entertained, doesn't matter. Precisely. Like I said, I read that one bonus chapter out of the Love Hypothesis and had all my coworkers laughing. So, I really hated that book. Okay. Third, I don't remember where I saw this. I think I originally saw it on TikTok. And I didn't read it. But I can't remember if I saw it there or if I saw it at work. And I remember it interesting me so much. And I can't read the entire thing. Thank you. Don't. We have a visitor. She's not happy for some reason. What did you do to her?
I didn't do anything.
She's not happy.
Because you're ignoring her.
I'm not ignoring her. She's just being a boy. So I have 3 of them now. There are a lot more. The entire book series was on a buy one get one, but we had 1 a bargain and 2 regular ones for buy one get one, so I got 3 of them. Which is The High Mountain Court by A.K. Mulford. I had, like I said, I can't remember if I saw this at work while shelving, and I'm like, you know, that looks intriguing, and I read the back and I loved it even more. But we also know, I don't completely read the backs of books because I don't like to be spoiled, so there's also that problem. But for you guys, I will do it. I don't usually read the backs of books, but I'm going to. I'm gonna read, I think this is a review, but I think it's a review. So, full of romance, intrigue, magic, and passion, the first book of the 5 Crowns of Oakrith, the best-selling fantasy phenomenon from A.K. Mulford, The High Mountain Court begins the journey of the fugitive Red Witch, Remy, as she fights to reclaim her kingdom and discover what's inside her heart. So there is 5 books, so I'm only missing 2 books out of the series. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I can't complain. Especially because these aren't little ones. Oh, they're a lot smaller than I thought they were. But, they made the pages a little bit bigger and the font's a little bit bigger. So it says, a lone witch, a forgotten artifact, a powerful prince, and a world exploding into chaos. For over a dozen years, 19-year-old Remy has known she is possibly the last Red Witch alive, and she is determined to stay that way. But the Northern Court King, who has slaughtered her family and placed a bounty on Red Witch's heads, is intent on destroying her kind once and for all. When 4 Fae warriors find her, Remy comes face to face with the determined and handsome Prince Hale of the Eastern Kingdom. He claims he wants to stop a war with the Northern Court, and in order to do that, he needs a Red Witch. And yet, as she's drawn to him, can she really trust this prince? If this could mean saving herself and her people and restoring her kingdom, does she even have a choice? So, it sounds interesting, and then I don't want to read the back of the 3rd one, obviously, because I don't want to get spoiled, but I don't know. I saw it, and I was intrigued. Like I said, I like my fantasy sprinkled with romance. I don't like it being revolved around romance. So then I have 2 more books from it, and yeah, we got those today. So, another big chunk. 3rd, I'm pretty sure 100% of 1,000 that this is a romance novel, because it says fiction romance on the back, and that is, spoiler alert, by Olivia Dade. I think this is Dade. Dade. Yes, not Zade, from what I'm freaking reading right now. As, again, you can probably hear the cackling in the background. And this is with richly drawn characters you'll love to root for. Olivia Dade's books are a gem of the genre, full of humor, heart, and heat. So I don't know if there's a spice level on that, but from the word heat, I'm going to assume there is a spice level in this book. And I was just looking for a cutesy little romance to do a reset with. Looks like I'm going back to Casey McQuiston for that. But I'm not going to read the entire back of this book. It's basically, from my understanding, like, there's this, like, famous actor who decided to start, like, writing and posting anonymously, and then there's this, like, mega fan of, like, his show who likes cosplay hobbies, yada, yada, yada. They meet, they date, something happens. I don't know what happens. We'll find out what happens. Who knows? We'll see. As my voice is going hoarse again. Boop, boop. Next up, we have Young Adult, which I had never heard of this, and I read the back of it, and I had to hand it to said partner, Casey. What? What did I do? I handed you this book to make sure it sounded good, so I wasn't just buying young adult novels. Yeah. Yeah, because I just do that. Which I did good. I think I only bought 2 today.
Yeah, you did good.
I did really good. I am so proud of myself. Woo! And this is, I can't even read the person's name because it's like stuck under the bargain sticker. And this is A River of Royal Blood by Amanda Joy. Our heater kicked on, so I'm gonna have to talk a little louder. But on the front it says, a dark and bloody delight, a seductive tapestry of extraordinary magic, delving into the terrifying lengths we will go to claim our destiny. And that's from Danielle Clayton, New York Times bestselling author of The Bells. I've never heard of it, but, I mean, the booklets also gave it a pretty good star review, and there is another one, but, again, who can beat that price? Like, I don't want to spend $11 on a book. I want to spend $4 on a book. And the back says, 16-year-old Eva is a princess born with the magic of blood and marrow, a dark and terrible magic that hasn't been seen for generations. Its last known practitioner was Queen Rhaena, who used her power to massacre thousands, including her own sister, thus beginning her rival heir tradition. Living in Rhaena's long and dark shadow, Eva must now face her older sister, Isa, on her 17th named day, in a battle to the death if she hopes to ascend the Ivory Throne. Because in the Queendom of Myr, only the strongest, most ruthless ruler survives. Eva doesn't yet understand her power, let alone how to use it, but when an assassin makes an attempt on her life and the fight with her sister looms ever closer, Eva finally turns to the powerful Fae instructor and mysterious and handsome prince for help growing her magic into something to fear. Because despite the love she still has for her sister, Eva will have to choose Isa's life or her own. Oh, this is only a 2-book series! I just saw the word duology and I got really excited. Okay. Anywho. The first installment in this royal fantasy duology, A River of Royal Blood, is an enthralling debut set in a lush, ancient, North African-inspired world, full of spellbinding romance, magic, and adventure. So, this sounds interesting, and now that I know it's only a duology, it'll probably be read a lot faster, so, because I'm looking for, like, short little series to, like, eat up and love and enjoy. And this sounds amazing. So, especially with it having, like, inspiration from North Africa, I'm definitely intrigued and ready to read. We're gonna grab Nora Roberts, which will shock a lot of you. It's only because I have the first one, which is Year 1, and this is the second one, which is A Blood and Bone. I haven't read it yet, but again, we all know my insane, impossible goal for the year is to read every single book I physically have on my TBR, and look what I did today. Look what I did to myself. I basically bought the physical TBR that I've already read this year. So I've, like, quite literally probably I definitely wasn't doing it in the first place, but I just made it even more impossible. And I just don't, I don't know. I am me, I guess. I just like to do the impossible. So we have the second one of this. I don't remember much about the first, but I don't want to read the back of the second one because I will spoil myself from the first one, and who wants to do that? So, Nora Roberts, the series name is Chronicles of the One, if you're interested in it. Alrighty, next up. Alright, I think this is a horror, if I remember right. If not, it's a thriller. And that is 9 Lives by Peter Swanson. And I don't remember, I saw this all over the place for a while, which, I don't know, it interested me so much because I saw it everywhere, but I had heard from very little people really good things about this book. I didn't hear any bad things about it, but even though I saw it everywhere, I did not see it by any main people. I saw it by the very little people that I follow. So, opening the inside. New York Times best-selling author of 8 Perfect Murders comes the heart-pounding story of 9 strangers who receive a cryptic list with their names on it. And then they begin to die under highly unusual circumstances. 9 strangers receive a list with their names on it in the mail. Nothing else, just a list of names on a single sheet of paper. None of the 9 people know or have ever met the others on the list. They dismiss it as junk mail, a fluke, until very, very bad things begin happening to people on that list. First, a well-liked old man is drowned on a beach in the small town of Kennewick, Maine. Then, a father is shot in the back while running through his quiet neighborhood in suburban Massachusetts. A frightening pattern is emerging, but what do these 9 people have in common? Their professions range from oncology nurse to aspiring actor, and they're located all over the country. So why are they all on the list, and who sent it? FBI agent Jessica Winslow, who is on the list herself, is determined to find out. Could there be some dark secret that binds them all together? Or is this the work of a murderous madman? As the mysterious sender stalks these 9 strangers, they find themselves constantly looking over their shoulders, wondering who will be crossed off next. So, I do like a good startle. I'm so ready for it. And, Casey, did that one sound interesting to you?
Sure.
You didn't hear it, did you?
Not really. Which one was it?
I think you actually would be. 9 Lives.
9 Lives? Is it about a cat?
No.
Oh.
Here.
You can keep going.
I know, I need
It's
to.
not like awkward silence.
I'm hydrating. That's all I can feel now from choking on air. It's piercing nail in the back. Alright. I don't even know how to pronounce this woman's name, and I do not want to butcher it.
Julie.
No. Her last name. Kagawa?
Kagawa.
Kagawa?
Kagawa.
Kagawa. Okay.
It's probably wrong, but it sounds good.
Oh, I don't want to be insulting. This is usually $21. Cool. Okay.
Wait, you just flex on them.
I said usually. I got lucky. So, Ellen O wrote on the back of this one of my all-time favorite fantasy novels, who wrote the Prophecy and Sparrow Hunter series. I haven't personally read any Ellen O, but and this one is Shadow of the Fox by Chuli Kagawa. But I don't know, I was reading just the back of it. A fox shapeshifter sworn to hide a mysterious scroll, a secret assassin under orders to kill and obtain it. Again, young adult, but it just sounded, I don't know, when Destiny Calls, Legends Rise. You do want to read that one? Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Where's your... Sorry, I didn't lie.
The pile's all over there that I've finished. You're gonna help me remove stickers.
Yay.
Yay. And then you're gonna hear me get mad about removing said stickers. So it says, 1,000 years ago, the great Kami dragon was summoned to grant a single terrible wish. In the land of... I can't pronounce these! Awagato was plunged into an age of darkness and chaos. And that's all I'm gonna read. because I think that's what intrigued me. And like with young adult, it's really hard because you don't know if the premise is gonna like the synopsis is gonna spoil it or not. We're having that problem with him right now. He's just like, basically what I read is what's happening and nothing else is happening. And I'm like, that can happen. So I don't like to read really other than like the main little things. So I read the main little things. There's that. And last but not least, we have 4 of these from this series. We already own one. And, well, we're getting a lot more. So, and I'm going to put the one without the tags on them in front here. Because we got 4 of them. And that was 1 through 3 and a tale from The Witcher. So, The Witcher Saga by Andrzej Sapkowski? Might be bad, but we're Witcher people. We're fantasy lovers. I haven't watched the TV show. Do not judge me. I have video games and I still haven't played them, but like I've seen so many playthroughs and like cuts, and I would eat it alive. So we got 4 of them, 2 of the same covers for each, and then we have like a weird one for the prequel, which we all know I like matching things, but everything's the same height, so I'm not gonna completely die. Not completely. We're gonna come close to it, but we're not actually gonna die. But they're pretty. I do like the covers. Like, especially some of the original covers, because they have, like, all the artwork on it. So, and then these ones, I don't know why they have the symbols for the Netflix ones. Which is so upsetting that these are, like, embedded stickers that can never be removed. They're just there! And they don't peel, they don't stick, they're just, like, literally stamped in the cover art. And they can never, ever be removed. And it's like, Netflix! It makes the cover look wonky. Okay? I hear you laughing at me. Never?
Not me.
Yeah, you're not you. But you? Are you laughing at Mama? Are you laughing at Mama? Mwah. But anyway, as you can tell, that is a lot of books. I don't think I kept it very tame today, did I?
You didn't have to, it was your birthday.
It was my birthday. Anywho, those are all of the books that I got this trip today. I did buy one other book this week. I got it for like $2. And it was a graphic novel that I'm very excited to read. It looks super cute. I think Aloy wanted it on this action, so we're gonna put my water with my Kindle, and we're gonna yoink Aloy up into my arms. He's in here, boy. Oh, da 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 da, right in the ear. Wah. So, let me know if there's any that you've read or excited to read, or anything that you bought recently that you're excited about, and we will be doing like mini ones on TikTok and Instagram for these if you don't want to watch this video. So, and if you've watched to the end, I'm proud of you, because I did not sound very enthused most of this time. Mostly because I choked on air. So, that and I'm tired. Stop that! Will you stop that? Don't kick me. Anyway, I will see you guys soon. And like I said, January wrap-up will be coming on Monday. Excuse you? Well, I have a crying dog now, for some reason, so I have to go. I will talk to you guys soon, and yeah. Bye!